claiming that Mashiro's bipolar, but her actions really do show that she is. Maybe she's really just shy. Maybe has a lot of anxiety. There's a lot of excuses I can make for Mashiro, but I never wish upon anyone to be with someone that has bipolar. I mean, if you know how to navigate it, don't let it affect you. It takes skill, it takes knowledge, it takes patience to be with someone who's bipolar. Mashiro acts all nice and kind, when she sends a text or when she's, all alone, not in public. But then when she goes into public, like, I just feel bad for Akiteru. I really do. I genuinely feel bad for him. See, Mashiro's cold. What did it say? Mashiro's cold and then like calm demeanor is her mixed signals are messing him up, and I feel bad. I 100% feel bad for him. I really do think Akiteru will have a fucking heart attack. I mean, it's really rare for kids to have a heart attack, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did. It's just too much for his heart. Like I said, Mashiro's cold behavior and warm are sending me mixed messages, literally, like literally. And so and Akiteru's always been a great lad. He's been a good person. He always looks out for everyone. He brought together Floor 05 together to make a game together. And so he's juggling with so many things that are normal in terms of business, but bipolarness, man, I've dealt with this one too many times, where their words and their actions are completely different, and it's just so confusing. It's just something I would never want to go through ever again. And so, a lot of people are probably just when you watch this episode, this is episode 7. My friend's little sister has it in for me. When you watch this episode, I'm curious as to see if you take this as a very concerning or it's just like normal to you. Do you think this is normal? I honestly do not believe that this should be normal. And I really am genuinely concerned for Akiteru. And even towards the end of the episode, he was like clutching his heart. Like that to me, bro, that was like the final straw that broke his back or his heart. Is seeing actually, like the sensei actually delivering her work on time, before a week before the deadline. So he was really surprised. He's like, wow, I need a break. Don't worry about it. And right here, bro, you can see this young man, this young lad, just breaking down, bro. I hate to see it. Is this? That's what got me. This has got me very curious. Do you guys take this seriously or not? Like, for me, this is incredibly serious. This is very concerning. And if I was his bro, I'd be like, bro, what can I do to help? Like, what? He needs to break away from some of this shit, some of this bullshit. He really needs to. And people around him, treat him like, I get it, you're being playful and shit, but sometimes it's just too much. Sometimes, especially with, I think Mashiro is the. I hate to blame Mashiro, but I think it's Mashiro's, bipolarness, and because when you get in a relationship or you're dealing with, a relationship, and someone likes you, that honestly puts a lot of pressure on us guys. We have a certain status quo that we have to meet if we do get in a relationship. And because he's in this fake relationship with Mashiro, it's not like he can just straight up reject her. Otherwise, this whole entire project goes down the drain for his business. And that's what makes And I think this is what's really tugging at him. I think this is what's really frustrating the shit out of him. You know, if Mashiro just continued being mean to him, he could have just dealt with him. Be like, look, okay, this is a fake relationship anyways. I'm here just to protect her. I'm not really here to date her. I'm not really here to be her friend. You know, they are cousins. You know, so it would have been easier if Mashiro just stuck to one single emotion and one single way that they act. But no, now that she's confessed to him, you know, now he's juggling his business. He's juggling different projects. You know, he's juggling with his friend, with you know, his friend's constant teasing. Now he's dealing with the sensei's deadline, even though she's actually done a good job. That was an irregularity for him. And then he has to, you know, now he has to work on his writing, and now he has to, you know, it's like there's just so much shit. And then the icing on the cake is Mashiro actually confessing to him, and now he has to navigate that in a tiptoe kind of way, because like I said, his situation is very special. You know, he cracked the deal with the boss, his uncle, I believe. And if he doesn't take care of Mashiro, everything just falls apart. So yeah, I think this is very concerning. This is like one of those episodes where it's very concerning in an anime that hasn't really been taking itself seriously. In my opinion, you know, it's my opinion. It doesn't feel like they've been taking it very serious. But here, shit's starting to hit the fan, and all the rainbow shit is starting to go away. You know, the peace. I think we're starting to actually see actual turmoil here. So yeah, and it's not like Mashiro's 100% to blame, but she's a big part of it. That's I'm gonna just leave it there, because I don't want to keep dogging on Mashiro. You know, Mashiro has her own shit she has to deal with, like her anxiety and stuff. But yeah, you can just see how, bro. Just look at his face, man. Like, this is not a face of a happy person.